put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life in missed barrels of bats.
And here is Xavier Edwards. A little bit low. And we are underway. Late with the swing there.
We're watching a former Rays pitcher today in Glasnow. He had plenty of good years in Tampa Bay before being traded. He's not the first pitcher with dominant stuff the Rays have dealt. Blake Snell, David Price, and James Shields definitely come to mind, Boo.
Cut out and missed, struck him out. One away.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Next to hit, Jesus Sanchez. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Glasnow ready and deals. Swing and a ground ball, and it's through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
So a man at first. Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins.
I'm liking the power he's shown recently. 3 homers already in this series.
Swing and a miss.
0-1.
And it's 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball. Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Eric Wagaman in the box now. No balls and a strike. Glasnow back to work. The 0-1. They say a win.
0-2.
Swing and a ball popped up. Betts settles underneath it. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Towing the slab in today's game, Max Meyer. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
0-1. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Got him swinging. Now it's Mookie Betts. Fly ball to right. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And, Chris, that, of course, a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about guys, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs. So definitely critical to hit those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
Righty delivers. And strike two. Now, power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now, and even in the postseason. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Dodgers go down quietly, scoreless after one. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Stowers. Stowers hitting fifth in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2019. Betts hauls it in, and there's one away. Matt Mervis getting ready to hit. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Late swing, foul to the left. No score here in the second. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Man, that looked like a pretty good swing, and I was waiting for it to get hammered somewhere. I mean, breaking ball, but he just somehow missed it. Timing looked solid, and his balance was there. He wasn't out on the front foot. Great pitch to hit. But
Hernandez takes it to the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And the Marlins down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the second. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Freddie Freeman. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Meyer back to work. Swings and misses. Strike one. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
when you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Right through there, got him. That K is his third of the game.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
In the air, left side. Wagaman squeezes it, and there's 2 down.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
And foul ball. 2 out, space is empty. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Slider misses outside. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. We'll move to the third with no score. Top half of the third inning, and here's the rookie catcher, Liam Hicks. Inside, 1-0. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And a swing and a miss there.
Two-seam fastball has been very consistent. He's been able to throw it to both sides of the plate and some really good arm side run.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
And up next for Miami, Otto Lopez. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Hit in the air left field. Freeman on the move to the gap. Brings it in. And there's two away. Back to the top of the Miami order. And the batter will be the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And 1-2-3 go the Marlins. Still no score. As we go to the last of the third, Max Muncy at the dish. First pitch misses. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball.
That's a ball. 2-0.
That one misses. And now 3-0.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
In the air, left field, down the line. And that'll get down for a hit. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
The last thing you want to happen is to swing at a ball out of the zone in a 3-0 count. That would have been a called strike, just like everyone in the stadium was expecting. Credit to the hitter for taking advantage of that situation for a double.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Kike Hernandez at the plate. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Muncy stands at second with no outs. That's down and in. A slider missed. Man at second. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
2-2 the count.
That one not close. And now it's 3-2. Runner at second, nobody out. And ball four, two aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
And now Austin Barnes. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. if you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
And that just misses.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Next offering is down low. 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that one fouled off. Two on, one out. Pitch misses there. Ball two. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And it's filled up. Mookie Betts in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Up the middle, dives, but it's off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. So bases loaded with one away. Stepping in, Mookie Betts. Base hit, one run is in. Here comes the throw. And he's out.
The base runner did a great job of making that a close play at the plate with an excellent slide. Made the catcher work to get out there and put down the tag. The throw was on the money, and that's what made the difference. Big time play to cut down a run.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1's the count.
Two on, two outs. That one's upstairs, ball one. On the ground, and that's just foul. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the last half of the third. And that's outside.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Two outs. And down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. 3 innings complete. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Marlins nothing. Back here in L.A., John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Jesus Sanchez. That one off the mark. Ball one. He was late there. Strike one.
1-1.
And that is out of play.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98. But a really good pass at the ball.
And a 1-2. Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
And now the DH, Agustin Ramirez. Strike one.
0-1.
One out, bases empty. Way out front for strike two.
0-2 is the count.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Misses off the plate, and that's ball one. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Eric Wagaman. That's off the inside corner. Ball one. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Hit on the ground to the right side. Takes it himself, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Miami down in order. They're down 1-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Bottom 4. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. And a foul ball.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep. Foul ball, still 0-2. High fly ball out towards left field. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
This sport can be such a game of inches as we see it right there. Extended and just out of his reach. Had a bad read and a bad jump, and I think that's what cost him. It turned into extra bases.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Flied to left his first time. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Man at second. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike. And the runner holds.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Aye.
In the dirt, blocked.
0-1's the count.
One out and a runner at second. We're here at the bottom of the fourth. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Freeman headed for third. He's in there.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
2 on, 1 out. Here's Muncy to hit. Doubled his first time. That one finds the corner. Strike 1.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Big pitch right
No
here.
ball,
He's
2
going to
strikes.
try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Got him. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Two on, 2 outs. Late swing fouled off. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Dodgers strand a couple, but they lead it 1-0. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. Glass now back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
0-1's
You know,
the
these
count.
Marlins, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
Matt Mervis, the next up for the Marlins. Struck out swinging his first time. And he chases a high fastball there.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Hernandez makes the grab. Out number 2.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Norby in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
This offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And a swing and a miss. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to him, Austin Barnes. Barnes goes 5 feet 9 inches, 35 years old, and he was a 9th round draft pick back in 2011. Swings and misses, and now it's even 1-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Swing and a miss, and the count now even up.
2-2 the count.
And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. Now it's going to be Miguel Rojas. 1 for 2. Lined into left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Max Meyer departs, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back. A new arm into the game, the righty, Cal Quantrill.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Mookie now. Yeah, that's fouled off.
When you're taking your lead over there at first,
It's softly on the ground left side. Here's Lopez for one. And that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter, 2 outs, inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Marlins nothing. All set for the top of the 6th. And here's the catcher, Liam Hicks. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And a swing and a miss.
it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
on the inside corner for called strike 3.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
And at the plate for Miami, Otto Lopez.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And there's a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Back to the top of the lineup, Xavier Edwards now at the plate. On the ground to third, and it goes just foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Here's the 0-2. To third, Muncy. Zips it to first. Marlins set down in order. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Marlins nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Now it's the second baseman, Teoscar Hernandez. Now this is in the air down the line. And that's a foul ball. Swings through that one for strike 2. Miami's bullpen with some action. George Soriano getting ready to go. Tinoco also getting ready. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Ground ball to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tommy Edman.
2 down, base is empty. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Outside low. And now 3 balls and a strike. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Pages up for the 3rd time and takes ball 1. Edman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. A little out front there as he swings through it.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Next pitch is outside.
Ball 2.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Off balance throw in time. That's the third out. One left. Top of inning number 7. And now the center fielder, Jesus Sanchez. That one misses, and it's 1-0.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
He'll do it himself, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And next is the designated hitter, Agustin Ramirez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
Nasty pitch right there. That's strike 2.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
And a swing and a miss. Now it doesn't strikeouts for him in this one. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Eric Wagaman. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at-bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
And that one clips the corner.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Got it. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And the Marlins down quietly. They trail here 1-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jesus Tinoco.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Muncy now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He'll circle the bases. His first homer of the year, and they add a run. It's 2-0. Singy, he's been waiting for this moment to finally come.
Well, we knew it would come eventually, and I wouldn't be shocked to see him go on a nice little run at the plate, hitting some balls out of the ballpark. He's got that monkey off his back. The hard sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it. Really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight, and a really nice home run.
Here's Kike Hernandez. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Outside low, and the count is 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 strike.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And a swing and a miss.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
He goes down looking.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
Barnes at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty
0-1's
there.
the count.
That's off the mark, and the count even 1-1. One out, bases empty, and a run in here at the bottom of the seventh. That's in there, and that is strike two.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slings to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. On the ground to third. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get the out. 2 outs, runner at first. Here's Mookie Betts now.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power.
Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
The next offering misses, and it's 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Rojas off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it's 2-zip. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We go to the 8th, and now for the Marlins, Kyle Stowers. Glass now back to work, and that drops in for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Glass now into his 8th inning of work, Singy. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Matt Mervis, the next up for the Marlins.
Nope.
Just missed. Foul ball there. Off the mark there. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Outside low. And now 3-1.
1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one pushed to the left and foul. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And up next for Miami, Connor Norby. 0 for 2 in this one. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Up next for the Marlins, catcher Leo.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Hicks, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. And a Swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. So he gets yet another strikeout. 16 so far. Totally dominant on the mound as he's through 8 without surrendering a run. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Marlins nothing. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, George Soriano. 3-4-5 due up for the home team. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He circles the bases. That's his 3rd home run of the series. And they boost their lead. It's 3-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. 1 for 3. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Soriano measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. That one lined to the left field, and that's base hit. Man at first. Here's the center fielder, Tommy Edman. That misses the zone. 1-0.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're up to double-digit hits as a team, and if it seems like they haven't been barreling up the ball, you're right. Half of their hits haven't even been considered hard hits.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
And a big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Runner on the go. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that.
0-2 is the count.
2 outs. Runner goes again. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Dodgers add 1 to their lead on the solo homer. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. Back here at Chavez Ravine. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Otto Lopez. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Late with the swing there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Next offering is in for a strike. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul.
Yeah, with 2 strikes here, you really want to miss outside the zone with that breaking ball.
1 down, base is empty. Softly hit to third. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And at the plate for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Glasnow is just 1 strike away. Two down, nobody on. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers get a shutout on the mound.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished what he started.
A shutout in this one. 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.